Oh crap. No, I can't use it. Happy Makeup Monday. Welcome back to our channel. Today's look is all about affordable makeup. I'm going to pull my hair back and we're going to get started. Try not to take up too much of your Monday. If you're watching this on your lunch break, thank you so much for making me a part of your day. We're going to hopefully have Lee do my makeup, so, not today, but coming up soon, so that should be some entertainment for your Monday. But today, I told you I was going to soon do a look, all Wet n Wild look, but I got to Ulta, and I got really excited about all these drugstore brands, so I branched out. A lot of things are Wet n Wild, like maybe 3, 4, but everything is very affordable, and I've got the prices on most. So Ulta right now is doing a spring haul event, and every week different things are on sale. So like this week, we got some dry shampoo for $3. Different things like that are on sale. Next week, different things will be on sale. So we're going to get started. I'm not going to prime my face. Primer is really huge right now. I know. Every time I use a primer, and I've used several, it breaks apart my foundation. It starts breaking apart on my nose, and I ain't all about that. So I'm just going to go straight into foundation. So I'm going to use the Wet n Wild. Will it focus? I am not sure. But it's the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation in Cream Beige. This is originally $5.99, but I got it for $3.52. Do not pay full price for this. $5.99 is not bad, so if you have to, okay. But you can normally find a coupon. Walgreens will do like a buy two, get one free a lot of times. But I had a 20% off coupon at Ulta, and this was already marked down. So all the beauty people I watch on YouTube normally work off of a glass palette. I'm not that fancy, so I work off of a plate from my kitchen. So I'm just going to scoop some onto this plate. Now this comes with like a little spatula, which I don't like because you kind of have to scoop it out. But for $3, I will work with it. McKinley likes it because she can just kind of dab it on her face, but I don't like to do that. Because if your face is oily or anything like that, you don't want the oils to get on this. You stick it back in the bottle, it contaminates it. You don't want that. So I'm going to go in with my Real Techniques knockoff beauty blender and just dab, 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 and start sponging around on my face. Now don't forget, as you're going in on your cheek, take it to the ear. Just dab around on the ear. Don't dip in and go on your ear hardcore. Just as you're doing your cheek, just graze over the ear lightly, just so it matches. Last night, Chesley was doing McKinley's makeup just for fun, and she was using this foundation, and it is full coverage, and it is gorgeous, but Kinley didn't want her to do the neck, and it was hardcore line. I mean, you can see, maybe you can see. But it was hardcore, like that face was nice. And then boom, the neck was a total different color. Don't do that. Take it down the neck. Go a little behind the ear. Who cares if you have to, you're supposed to wash behind your ears anyway, right? That's what Aunt B tells Opie. Who watches Andy Griffith? Comment below. Tell me if you still watch Andy Griffith. We have all the seasons. We're old school. Like, we love Little House. We have all the seasons of Little House on the Prairie. Love Andy Griffith. We love NCIS. I know that's not old school, but we are diehard fans of NCIS. We don't have cable, Netflix. We don't have whatever all the things are. We just buy seasons of things. So we're behind on everything. So we're waiting for this next season of NCIS to come out on DVD so that we can buy it from, we're like order it online and then we'll catch up. So everybody at church that's fans, And like everybody is. We're like, don't tell us what's happening. We don't want to know. Director Vance is still like captured. Do not tell us what happens. So everything looks blended. Just check it. You don't want to have any spots. You don't want to show up for work or go to the grocery store or whatever and see somebody and they go home and they're like, she had spots everywhere. Another cool thing that Wet n Wild came out with is the stick foundation. I tried it out yesterday and it was really good and it's fast. I mean, so you're not patting all day. It's quick and it's the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Stick Foundation. Also in the shade Cream Beige is what I use, and you just, again, lines all over your face, rub it in with your hands if you want, or you can use a brush to blend it out with. But it's really quick and it was $3 and something also. So next we're going in with a new, to me, I think it's a new line from L'Oreal. It's the Infallible Full Wear More Than Concealer. And it was $10.19. I know that that's no $3, but compared to Tarte Shape Tape, which is like the holy grail of concealers to people right now, it's cheap. I bought the girls Shape Tape for Christmas, and if concealer has to be a Christmas present, it's too blame expensive. It was like $27 or something, and that's a lot, okay? And I'm just not a huge fan. I'm not a fan of it enough to spend almost $30 on it, I'll tell you that. So I've recently been using the e.l.f. I think it's called the Camo 16-Hour Camouflage Concealer. It's $5. It is good, but it's a little too matte for me. It's a very powdery finish, and I have a lot of fine lines under my eyes, and it just dries down a little too matte for me. So this one's really nice. I've worn it the past 2 days. I like it a lot. And I'm going to go ahead and set it before it has a chance to crease. I'm going to use Chesley's. Some of this stuff we didn't have to buy at Ulta. Some we already had. But it's Chesley's NYX Professional Makeup Studio Photogenic HD Finishing Powder. Everything has a long name. Why can't it just be powder? Where's my other knockoff? Okay. I've got another knockoff beauty blender. And I'm just going to dip into the little powder. If I can get enough. I don't like working with loose powders. I'm just not, I don't know if I'm just not skilled enough. They just don't work good for me. I feel like I need a pressed powder. It works better for me. So I'm just going to smooth out any lines and just press that and make sure it all just sets so it won't crease on me through the day. Okay, you'll notice that I took the concealer all over my eyelid too. That's just to go ahead and prime the eyelid. I don't like to have to buy a separate eyelid primer. I just feel like that might be wasteful for me. I don't want to spend the extra money. So I just go ahead and do that so my eyeshadow will lay better and last all day. So I'm just going to go in and set this under eye area. And we will move on. I'll go ahead and just set that lid too. Okay. Next we have something that is new to me, and it's a contour stick by Wet n Wild. It was $3.92. I don't totally know what I'm doing with this thing yet. I tried it the past 2 days, 2 different ways. So we're just going to try it again. It's just makeup. Practice. Try different things with it. And if it messes up, wash it off and try it again. So Scott Barnes, he is the makeup artist to J-Lo. And he was on Tati Westbrook's channel. And he did her makeup. And he does the contour under the foundation. And he does this sort of shape. And I tried that. It didn't super work for me, but I'm not Scott Barnes. And so I tried this yesterday and I enjoyed it. They say always go under your lip to make it look like your lower lip is so big it's casting a shadow. Ooh. What he said about nose contour is some people do it so bad that it looks like they're behind bars. He was probably talking about people like me, but we're going to try it. Hey, I'm just going to the grocery store today. It's a Saturday, by the way. I'm shooting this the Saturday before it goes up. I'm going to the grocery store and to a thrift store. I don't think anybody's going to judge me at the old Goodwill. Maybe they will. I don't know. Shame on them if they do. All right. Now that we're all contoured, we're so pretty. We're ready to go. Bye, guys. No. We're going to blend this out. When Lee comes through on Sunday mornings, he's like, oh, the woman's contouring. I'm like, yes, he knows the lingo. He's so smart. In a house full of girls, he's got to know it. Bless his heart. This brush is still wet. I'm not going to use that. That's still wet, and it is swapping. It's swapping off my makeup. Swapping off my foundation. I feel like Julia Childs. Like, anybody watch that movie, Julie and Julia, I think? Gosh, that's old. Never apologize. Like, oh my gosh. Why do you guys watch our channel? We're weird. But we're real. We're just real. Oh, it blends out really nice with the sponge. Okay. I didn't need that brush anyway. Okay. That blended out super good with the sponge. Okay. That's how I'm going to do it from now on. Oh. I might want to get that. Oh my gosh. Okay. So now I'm going to go ahead and set the whole face. So the first time I ran through all this and played with all this new stuff, I didn't set the whole face with powder first. And I went in with the butter bronzer that we're going to use in a second. And it clung to the like dewiness of the foundation. Ooh, hot mess. Oh my word. The girls were cracking up at me. I looked disastrous. So we're going to set this baby and then we're going to go in with bronzer. Well, it didn't take off my foundation, so that's cool. Oh, and let me tell you something about this foundation. It would take an act of Congress to take it off because I wear this on Sundays specifically or days I know I'm going to nap. Because through my Sunday afternoon naps, it don't wear off. I don't know how this bronzer is going to do with a wet brush, but we're going to go in anyway. Because Lee Hickman's got me on a time crunch, and I got to be ready on time. Let me tell you why all my brushes are wet. So when we were at Ulta, they will give you like little, oh crap. I can't use that brush. It's too dogged wet. Okay, this one might be drier. Oh my gosh. Yeah. That's funny. Okay. It's a comedy channel. Welcome. Anyway, at Ulta, they will give you little samples of things like, I've gotten like a little tiny travel mascara or a little poopery or whatever. And last night they gave me a little trial size beauty blender cleaner. And it looked like a little circle bar of soap. And I brought it home and I thought, I'm going to wash my makeup sponges with this. Hello. It made them look brand far new. And I wash them every night with like face wash or micellar water or something. But it made them look brand new. So I got on a roll and I thought I'll just wash a couple of my brushes. I washed all my brushes. I washed everything until the whole bar of soap was gone. I mean, that's my personality. It's like an all or nothing type of thing. So, Yeah, that's why my brushes are wet. We're just going to toast the face. Don't be afraid of bronzer. Who in the 90s bronzed their whole face? Like, just dipped it in and bronzed the whole face. I did. All my friends did. We were just like, oompa loompa, bronze it, baby, bronze it. But now, you just toast those edges. Don't be afraid of it. This butter bronzer, oh yeah, by the way, it's originally $14.99, which I feel is a little pricey for drugstore. But it was $11.76 with my coupon. And it is, I will say, I used Physicians Formula growing up. It was not this color, and it blended a lot better. Whatever color I used blended a lot better. Of course, I didn't use it with a wet brush. Anyway, I'm gonna have to go back in on that side and repair. All right, guys. So you know how I said, ooh, got my makeup or my hair all messed up in that flustered. You know how I said it's just makeup. Wash it off, try again. So I did. This side I had to fix, and it's not perfect, but I literally washed this side of my face off with some micellar water, did it again. It's fine. Sometimes your makeup ain't gonna be beautiful and perfect. It's fine. It's fine. It's just fun. So, moving on to blush. I gotta say though, that powder, or that bronzer is the most difficult bronzer I've ever worked with. We are going to use the Milani blush in the shade Tea Rose, and this is $8.99. We already had this, so we did not have to buy it, but we're going to use this little brush from TJ Maxx we got. It's a little cute unicorn brush. We got this a long time ago. I'm not sure how much it was, but TJ Maxx is a good place to find some cheap makeup. The girls have some really cute eyeshadow palettes from there that they enjoy. I've found some Too Faced, which is not a drugstore brand. I've found some Too Faced lipsticks there before for like $4.99. So TJ Maxx is a good place to look, or Marshall's. Okay, so there's our blush. Next, we're going to go in with a Wet n Wild highlight. And this is the shade Blossom Glow, and it is $4.99. We already had this one also. I'm just going to go in with the same brush for our cheeks. And just go right like that. I get a little out of control with highlights sometimes, but look at that. Oh, yes, child. I like to shine. I like glitter. I like to glow. I get a little out of hand with it, but I'm okay with it. I accept it. Then I'm going to go in with that little sponge again, dip it into the highlight, and go on the tip of my nose, and then just tap up the bridge of my nose. Blinding. I'm going to blend it on now. So I'm just going to take a clean brush. It's got a little translucent powder on it, so that ain't no big. And just blend it out a little bit so it's not so harsh. Still looks harsh on camera, but it's not in person. So next we're going to go in with some NYX lip liner. Kinley already had this. Not really sure where she got it, but the closest thing I could find on Ulta's website was a lip liner for $4 from NYX. So approximately $4. Okay. Now for our lip color, it is actually just a lip balm. It's a tinted lip balm from e.l.f. She's had this a while too, and the closest thing we could find on Ulta price-wise, she made me a list, so I'm trying to find it. was $2. So, but you could just use some lip balm, chapstick, Aquaphor, and be good to go. Okay, now we're going to go into eyes. And I changed up what I was going to do to my eyes last minute. So I don't have a price for this, but this is the Maybelline Color Tattoo Eye Chrome. It's a liquid. It took me several uses to figure out how to use it and make it look decent. I put it on with my finger. I put it on with a brush. I think the way I like it is just to brush it across the lid just a little bit and then quickly go in with your finger before it dries and kind of just tap it. It gets a little chunky if you use too much, so do not use too much. And just kind of tap around on the lid. Don't go over the whole lid with it. It's too much. So just go over the bottom portion of your lid. Go over to the next one. All right, now we're going to go into the Morphe palette. It's called Bronze Babe. The girls got this for Christmas from their friends. And I think it's around $12 at Ulta. So Morphe, you can't get at Walgreens or anything like that, but you can get it at Ulta, and it is on the drugstore, the more affordable side of the store. So I think I'm going to go in with the shade Hang 10. Hope one of these is dry. Yes. Just throw it in the crease. All right, guys, we're back with the completed look. I got my man here. We're about to walk out the door. So I finished my brows with that same eyeshadow palette. I just went in with an angled brush and went into the darker shades. I would normally do it with like either a pomade or a pencil. L'Oreal has a good pencil for around $7, but I just went in with the eyeshadow and just kind of filled it in and went over it with like, it looks like a little miniature mascara, but it's a brow tint. I used Mary Kay's. It's around $12, I think. Then I finished it with a gel eyeliner pen. I don't have it right here in front of me, but I've heard Revlon's is great. It's very affordable. Wet n Wild's is great, I've heard. I use Mary Kay's. It's $16, so it's not on the drugstore price range. I had to touch up my face, you heard earlier, and something great to touch up with if you have to is a cushion foundation. Wet n Wild makes a great one. It's around $3. I'm not sure if I already mentioned that. If I did, you cut this out, okay? But you cannot touch up over powder with another liquid foundation because it will look cakey, but you can go in with a cushion. Why? I have no idea. I don't know the science behind it, but it works.
The woman uses a cushion.
I use a cushion. I used L'Oreal Lash Paradise. It was $6.99 on sale. It's regularly around $10. It's magic. Look at my lashes. They are bonkers.
Magic lashes.
Magic lashes. I went back over the lid with the highlight that we used earlier, the Wet n Wild highlight. I went on the brow bone with the highlight. And then I finished it with some Flower Beauty setting spray. This is Drew Barrymore's brand, Flower Beauty. You can get it at Ulta. This was $8.99, I believe, with our coupon, and it kind of pulled everything together, even our mistake side.
Drugstore side.
I had a big boo-boo. I had to go in and wash this side of my face off and go again.
Like you made the boo-boo, you have a boo-boo.
No, I made the boo-boo. It was bad.
Epic fail.
Epic fail. So, this is a great setting spray. It's probably the best I've ever used. So, we'll see if it keeps it on all day, but as far as like meshing everything together, it did a beautiful job. So we're gonna get our day started, and we'll see you guys in tomorrow's video.
Deuces.
Bye.